Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto. Was that a recipe for a good movie?
Find out on our review of The Little Things.
Play the music.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the
I want to nail them too. Difference is, I'm doing it for me. It's the little things, Jimmy. It's the little things that rip you apart. It's the little things that get you caught.
What's really good, guys? It's your boy, Spider-Menace, aka D-Man. Your man, I'm sitting here with my sister, my day one. The one who holds it down for me, my co-host, Daria. Say what's up, Daria.
What's up, Daria?
Ooh, and welcome to the Kaiju Cinematic Destructions, our movie review show for the channel. If you'd like to see this channel continue to grow and thrive, please make sure to subscribe to us. Hit the little bell icon. Yeah, I'm not going through that. So you get notifications for our videos, ranging from movies to video games, wrestling, whatever we find interesting, we want to bring it right to you. Also, like the content that you do enjoy, and comment down below because we do like to hear from you, our Kaiju faithful. Now, let's get it going. I'm sorry, this movie is just a frustrating mess.
Yes, it was.
This movie is a frustrating, and it's so sad because they turned out Denzel, Leto, and Malek turned out amazing performances.
Yeah.
But like the movie in itself was just a mess.
It was a drag. It was very slow. It was a drag. And hey, by the way, you figured out the whole premise of the movie within 30 to 45 minutes, which meant you still had an hour and a half of movie left because this ended up being a 2 hour and 17-minute movie, right?
That was mostly the 17 part was mostly the credits.
Okay. But it still ended up being a 2 hour and 17-minute movie. English.
Move me.
Yes. I went to school. English. But within 30 to 45 minutes of the movie, you already figured out everything.
I mean, like, it's not a... So, the way that the trailer portrayed this movie to be is like, you know, the likes of The Bone Collector, police procedurals where it's like a whodunit. You're trying to get little pieces put together, find out this major, amazing mystery. But, like, that was not the focus of the movie. The focus of the movie was basically a character study of Denzel's character, who was a disgraced former LAPD detective who is now
demoted.
working in some Bumblefrick town outside of LA.
Yes. So, and working for the sheriff's department. He was basically demoted.
Yeah.
And the way the trailer showed it was that he was supposed to be this obsessed detective on this case.
I mean, he kind of was. But like, the case is so unimportant. It's not even about the case. It's more about him and his relationship with Rami Malek, which would be good in and of itself. But like, don't bring me an interesting premise and then don't like step into it. And that's what basically happened. It was like, okay, we got some good performances, as I said, by Denzel, great performance. Rami Malek, great performance.
Everybody.
Jared Leto, great performance. For once, I don't feel like I'm annoyed by watching Jared Leto on screen because he actually creeped me out as the potential suspect for like these murders, these serial killer murders. But at the same time, it was never the focus to be about the murders. No, it wasn't. And that's kind of defeats the purpose of it being like a police procedural, which is what I was expecting, which is what it purported itself to be. Yeah,
I mean, you have a premise for a good movie. You do. You have these three amazing actors, and you have a premise for a good movie. You have this psychological thriller that it was supposed to be.
It was supposed to be.
That was supposed to be. And the premise was supposed to be this obsessed detective who probably was demoted because he was so obsessed with this case. However, shit happens. He got demoted, ended up in the sheriff's department. But basically, you have a premise with a great detective who was obsessed with this one case about a serial killer.
That's not what we got.
That's
sadly not what we got. I mean, we got, there was a serial killer, but it felt like it was a B plot. that felt like it was a B plot. The A plot was more just like, okay, Denzel in the police department and Denzel and the new sergeant, the new hotness that came to the LAPD.
Who just graduated college and was automatically promoted detective, and he ended up somewhat helping him, I guess. I don't really know if he helped him. It was kind of weird.
It just missed the mark. I really wanted to like this movie.
I did
really
too.
Wanted to like this movie, but
I really wanted to like it because of the people who were involved in this movie, and that's not what we got at all.
I mean, like as I said, that was our good. Our bad is literally just like this is just a movie that missed the mark. It feels like it fails to understand why people would be interested in this movie.
Yeah,
in a way, it feels like that when you go through everything, because there's a lot of like. I was hoping for 7. I was hoping for the Bone Collector.
That's what I was looking for.
I was hoping for something that would like chill me to my bone. And this just
chill me all the way out through the whole movie.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. I thought I was going to get another 7 movie just rebooted. And rebooted with Denzel.
I don't even need a reboot. Just like
but you know
something.
what I mean? Like,
like the way this movie started. It started off like that.
It did.
Because it started off with this woman who's being chased around by this car.
By the serial killer,
and she's like, trying to, because this is 1990, not 1990s, literally 1990.
Yeah.
And like, there's no cell phones, there's no way for her to get some help. She's on, side roads, and sometimes how there's just like a barren roads leading out of LA. I've driven a few of them, or owned a few of them myself. And sometimes it's just like nothingness.
Yeah.
And that's what she experienced, like nothingness. She gets to a motel and it's like, oh my God, so suspenseful. Because she's like, okay, is she going to get out of this?
Yeah.
She can't call for help. She can't do anything. And it just like cuts to, our Denzel, like after a bit of action. And we're really there in the moment for like, okay, this is going to set the tone for this movie. But that tone never got achieved again.
No, so they do set you up.
It sets you up. It sets you up.
You already invested because of what's going on so quickly in the beginning of the movie. So you're already invested because you're already like, ooh, what's going on? What's going to happen? Like, hey, you're trying to help this girl and you're trying to root for her.
As our people in our family say, like, oh, I don't want to help her run.
Right.
Like,
but that's what
helping
you're doing.
her run.
But you're helping her run, kind of like, what was it, Invisible Man?
Yeah.
You're kind of doing that in the beginning of the movie. And then, as soon as that is over with,
nothing.
We're done.
That's the extent of the suspense for this, and it's just like, wow, this really fell flat. Let's go ahead and jump right into our scores because there's really nothing much more to say. Because I really didn't. I wanted to love this movie. I really wanted to love. I was stoked when we saw it on HBO
when we
Max.
saw the trailer.
Like, yo, we want to see this because like. Great actors in here, and I want this. And it's go for the score.
Yeah, I was gonna give it 3 stars, but now sitting here thinking about it, I'm gonna have to just give it a 1 star.
Wow, you dropped it all the way. I
dropped it all the way down to
wow. I heard you talking. It was like, okay, maybe it's a 2.
Maybe I was waffling, and now that we sat here and had a chance to discuss it and to discuss the problems, it wasn't really too many. It wasn't really too many goodies. The only goodies was our actors.
Yeah, you know what? If not for the acting in this movie, this would be.
Oh God, I would have went to sleep.
Holy forget! I did. I had to rewatch this movie. I fell the frick asleep. And I had to rewatch this movie. And you know what? Because they made me rewatch this movie twice so I could give it a fair shake, I'm dropping it from a 2 to a 1.
Yeah.
This is a 1. This is
a 1.
Without the actors, no one would have made this movie. No, like replace them with just like some B, C list actors. No one would make this movie.
No one.
Because it would not be interesting. It really would not be an interesting movie at all whatsoever. And it's a shame. It is a shame because it never got out of the starting gate.
No, and
it never got out of the starting blocks.
If you're gonna make this a 2-hour movie or 2 hour and 17 minutes,
make something happen.
Make something happen. Don't make something happen in the beginning of the movie and then tell us the whole premise of the movie 30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Where we still have a whole nother freaking hour and a half to sit through.
The only mystery that is unsolved in this because like it makes you not care about a serial killer. I've never had a movie like this that just made me not care about who actually did the murders. Killers.
Yeah,
like it focused primarily.
I was looking for a murder just to get
just to happen. Like somebody killed somebody, but like the only real mystery that was there is why Denzel was gone. That was it. And even then, it wasn't even that big. Reveal was like, oh, that was it? Yeah. Like, it's bad. Like, that's really bad. But, like, if you really compare it to the reality of the police structure that we actually live in, even back in the 90s, with Rodney King.
That still was weak.
With Rodney King going on, you're telling me that that's the reason why everybody hates him?
That was weak. It was completely weak. Like, that was weak.
I'm telling you right now, as I said, with Rodney King that went down, at the same time in LA, you're telling me that everybody would hate Denzel's character because of that?
Yeah.
There'd be way too many people who would just be like, you know what, it's a shame that it happened, but you know, bureaucracy. Like, no, they straight up hate him, and you're like, oh wow, he must have did something really heinous. And it was like, oh, it was that. It was, that's bad.
And the chief of police told you that, again, 30 minutes into the movie.
Basically.
He was like, you shouldn't mess with the detective. This is why he was sent to where he was sent to. And you were just like, so you just gave us the movie. You just
basically.
So we could just end right
the focus of the movie.
Yeah, like we could just end that right there. We're good. We're done.
Not on Leto.
Nope.
Not
I don't even know if another
suspects.
Murder happened.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I don't even know if another murder happened.
Yeah,
I don't even think it did. I just think it went back to past case of this murder that was never solved, or these murders that were never solved. Like, no, again, the beginning of the movie, you got it.
Yeah.
And then
nothing.
After that, again, I don't know if another murder happened. I can't even tell you.
Anyway, let's get this over with. Anyway, let us know what you thought about The Little Things, or as my sister has called it, the tiny little things, the tiny things, the things that are tiny. Yeah, I'm putting you on blast. Let us know what you thought about The Little Things down in the comments below, because we do like to hear from your HEELKAIJU faithful. Let us know if, we're being a little bit too harsh, if I'm not harsh enough. But because, again, we do like to hear from you guys. Also, head on over to patreon.com/HEELKAIJU where you can get updates on the site, the store, and the channel. Also, if you become a patron, you can get some exclusive content whenever we drop. We want to bring it right to you. You can head on over to HEELKAIJU.com/shop. You can get some brand new merch that we just dropped. You can help support us and also get you some fresh new things. We got masks, we got hats, we got stickers, we got a bunch of stuff. So, go ahead and over there, pick you up some nice merch. Maybe.
And just in time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Get it for your hubby or hubbet.
Hubby, hubbet.
I'm
wifey.
Wifey.
Wifelet.
Anyway, thank you guys for joining us. Hope you have a wonderful day out there. We'll catch you on the next movie review. Deuces.
Bye.